more specific for the project team and all. But I think we have made senior people also interested in our project. So they will be joining. So it's going to be an important call. So that is as far as CPCL is concerned. And Nikki, if you remember, we had a presentation in the month of August somewhere. It is the same organization, but we'll have a larger team this time, comprising of senior people also. So this is one.
Okay. How much time will we have?
We will have basically how much time we need. Actually, I would say we will do a presentation which I think can take 40 minutes, 45 minutes, right? That's what generally, and we'll have to repeat. I know I did check with them whether you want us to repeat full presentation. They said, yes, we have many new people. So better redo the presentation also. So we will be doing that. We'll discuss the strategy, how to do that. So 40-45 minutes for presentation and then question answer. Unless they want to keep question answer pending for email communication. But I would say there will be question. I know one or two people who would like to understand more, and we need to be ready with the answer. I can send you probable question, or we can discuss it on call today. So at least you know what type of question may come. So
Yes,
Nikki, you want to translate? Nikki, you want to translate that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you have, I was going to say, if you have already some idea of some of the questions, please send them so that we can prepare.
Yes.
Yeah. Ну что, пока просто общая информация о том, что у нас идет продвижение, что появился интерес от более большой группы, значит, менеджмента в CPCL, поэтому мы повторим, по сути, презентацию, которая была в августе с большим количеством информации. Будет примерно у нас 40-45 минут на презентацию. Ну и вопросы. То есть там будут как менеджеры, так и представители финансового планирования. Я так понял, технического персонала будет немного, то есть в основном это будет менеджмент. Вот. Презентация примерно будет понедельник-вторник, да?
Да, это так, и они хотят лучше понять, он сказал.
Да.
Okay. So, basically, this was one subject. And before we get into the discussion on the presentation, just want to tell you that I also had a meeting in IOCL, and they are likely to come up with a tender, and we'll have to prepare ourselves based on the feedback which I received. So maybe we can decide to have a separate call next week or whenever convenient to you on that subject. And I know we have enough time. They have not yet published the tender, but the preparation which we'll do based on the next week call will be applicable for CPCL also. So it will be used at both the places. And I want to prepare extra instead of just meeting the requirement. I feel we need to be ready with extra stuff so that we don't leave anything to chance and we win the job or the work. So that is I would say, second part, which we can decide next week. Now, coming to presentation for CPCL, I think it is more or less the similar presentation which we did earlier. Only thing is, I will come back to you, or I'll have a call with Nick, basically, how to drive the presentation, because, we may decide that some of the slides are, picked up by me or by my colleague in India, and some slides are, more technical, are done by Nikki. So that's the way we will try to do. And the reason I tell you why we will have to change our strategies, one of the important feedback which has been received by me from IOCL, and I'm sure same is going to be there in other organization also. They want to see Indian team whether Indian team is capable of giving them service or not. Okay, so I know technically, ultimately it's a Anslum, I would say, team. Uh, just a minute, huh? Just a minute. मैं दूसरे कॉल पे हूँ, कॉल करता हूँ. मेरा मेरा कोई दूसरा कॉल चल रहा है, जूम कॉल. मैं फोन करता हूँ. So I'm saying, to begin with, at least we try to give them impression that yes, there is an Indian team which is talking and can talk and will continue talking, because they don't want to feel that there'll be a communication problem between the service provider and their refinery, because there'll be different type of people, so they need some face. So one is whatever we have, we will try to present. We will try to highlight that rather, that we have an Indian team. And once we win the work, maybe we'll strengthen the Indian team at the ground level, based on the discussion which we'll have subsequently. So this is one part. Nikki, tell me if you want to translate in between and I need to stop, or how you want to do.
No, it's okay. I think we can. So far, it seems like the main point you made is that we'll have to address the Indian team during the presentation as well.
Yes, yes. They want to see Indian team, that they will be able to get a survey.
Yeah, if you do maybe the first few slides, like the introduction, you can talk about the experience of the Indian team. I guess that might be helpful as well.
Yes, 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 certainly. I'll give their background more in detail, so that they appreciate that yes, there is a Indian capability as well. So that's one point. And second point is, which has come from CPCL, is about Solomon, brothers who work here. So Solomon is giving them service today, and the technical team is happy. They're working together, and the comfort which get developed over a period is there. So they have come out with the thought that how are you different than Solomon brothers? And I told them we explained it to you on the last presentation, and we can again explain. So they wanted us to focus in this particular meeting, because there'll be new people. So we again explained that, and I think for that you people have made a small, I would say, one new slide also, right, which gives differentiation between two products, what Solomon does and what Anslem is doing. So I think that has come out nicely. Only one thing, Maxim and Nikki, we need to keep in mind is we are giving comparison actually. We are not criticizing Solomon brother. I think that point will have to be borne in mind, because sometime, when they are already working with Solomon, they may have a soft corner for Solomon brothers, right? So we don't want to hurt them on that particular count, and we don't want to create a situation where it is Solomon brothers versus Anslem. No, we are trying to explain them difference in a positive framework, where we are highlighting our strength, and we are saying what is the limitation in Solomon brothers. So in communication, we'll have to keep this particular thing in mind.
Do you think it might be better if we hide the name of the company like last time?
Yes, I think
just say general consulting company. Yeah.
Yes, yes. You're right. You're right. In that new slide, particularly, maybe instead of writing Solomon Brothers, we can write our competitors or something like, or our, one our competition, right? Or other products, or a competitor's product, something like that. We can give a heading, so that we don't tell them anything about Solomon, but we create, when we say, okay, in the market, other products are available where, this is how they work. And as against that, Anslem is like this. But, same time, it is important also to tell them limitation of the competition product. So I would not shy away from focusing on differentiation. We need to highlight so that their senior team and other people appreciate that we are better. Yes, Nikki?
Okay.
Yeah. So that is one part which you will, in any case, take care. And I think when we will discuss between two of us, Nikki, we'll decide how to attend the communication part where I can sometimes step in and explain them the major points. Again, summarize the major point which are being covered in the discussion. So that is one. Now, second point, Nikki, is about the uh, our work which has been done by Anslum in the past. I think we'll continue with the old slides which were there, case 3-4 cases which we are explaining. But I wanted one case to be explained in detail. Now, one new slide which has been made, which is the first slide in what Maxim has sent to me, is talking about a new project which you are undertaking and how you have worked on that in a short period between July to September. You have, or October, you have progressed very well. But actually, this is a new project where you are yet to deliver. You have assessed them and you have identified the potential of saving. Okay. But what I wanted was, so we can do this slide can remain. But what I wanted rather was one case which is already completed in all respect. So generally say if your project life cycle is 3 year, 4 year, the one where you have worked for 3-4 years, that is what I wanted to be shown here, that this is how you started, your scope of work was there, then you worked out the strategy, and that was the initial report which was given, then projects were selected, then in the time frame projects were implemented, then finally they achieved this saving and they issued a certificate with satisfaction. So I think that is the type of project which is completed and concluded and you have a confirmation from the client. I think that is what I thought we need to focus. So it which gives them a complete framework that it's like fast forward for them, that when we undertake the activity, how are we going to deliver, what are the things we are going to do, what is the type of result we may achieve, and what is the time frame. So that's my objective. So maybe we'll have to select a case which is done and dusted completely.
Okay.
You wanted Gopal, sorry, we need to translate this. Very cool.
Да, значит, что получается у нас как по презентации два комментария. Первый, соответственно, нам рекомендуется убрать все-таки название Соломона, мы напишем там конкуренты, чтобы не было впечатления, что мы на самом деле не должны, у нас нет задачи показать, что мы с ними конкурируем, больше как бы мы как комплементарный сервис, чем мы лучше, чем мы отличаемся. То есть здесь лучше не писать именно Соломон, а лучше написать наши конкуренты, либо консалтинговые фирмы.
Дополняем. Это партнеры, мы же дополняем их.
Да, поскольку они уже работают с Соломоном, соответственно, чтобы не было впечатления, что надо там отказываться от их бенчмаркинга там, и так далее. Вот, это раз. А во-вторых, Гопаль сказал, что новый кейс, который у нас, Максим, ты представил в слайде, там это новый кейс, который у нас недавно, соответственно, мы проводим имплементацию, то есть он еще не имплементирован. Что они хотят больше, это все-таки кейс, который уже имплементирован с данными, что у нас было, что стало. В общем, я так понимаю, что надо сделать просто слайд по одному из кейсов из справки, которую присылал Роман. Там надо по-хорошему, наверное, перевести вот эту техническую всю часть. У меня пока руки до этого не дошли, но, видимо, это то, что они хотят. То есть там показать эффект, который был достигнут, и чуть более детальное описание того, что было сделано. Видимо, это то, что они хотят...
Никита, это понятно, мы об этом говорили. Давайте сейчас не будем усложнять себе жизнь, если мы не успеваем сделать новый кейс. У нас есть, в принципе, практически расписанные кейсы, В них не хватает одной истории. Мы, например, пишем, вот достигнутый результат, вот поменяли печь или там то, они смогли сэкономить на капексах. Но ему не хватает в этой истории, как я понимаю, детальности. Стояла задача такая-то, скоп работ такой-то, начали тогда. За какой-то период достигли такого-то результата.
Короче, да, самое по деталям, по деталям сравнения он ничего не говорил, кроме того, что надо убрать именно название Соломона. Я сейчас уточню именно по деталям. Да, давай спросим. А по кейсу, я так понял, да, самое простое, наверное, это просто дополнить информацией то, что у нас есть, те кейсы, которые есть, просто указать именно более детально скоп, там, что было сделано и что было достигнуто. Вот и все. Мгм. А, Мгм. Gopal, so we have a question about the comparison. So, as you said, we will remove the name of Solomon from the speciation, but what about the details? How do you have any comments on whether we need to remove anything or add in the table comparison?
No, I think the content part is, I think, okay. My colleagues have okayed that. But what we can do is, can you just show that on the screen? We can just quickly look at that. The new slide, particularly. Second slide.
Uh, yeah,
Uh,
from so if you do you have it, could you share it? Or
yes, I will. I will. Give me a second.
okay.
Yes, you. Okay, I'll share it here. The next slide. Yeah, this is the slide. Can you see the screen? Okay, so one is this name we will remove. We can write our competition, okay, or our competitor. Then when you are writing Solomon's name and everywhere you will have to see our competitor, coin a word which can be used instead of Solomon, okay, because it is coming at number of places in the slide. That's one thing. Second is uh, just a minute. Yeah. So that is one. Mail tool in statistic. The Solomon system process indicator reference database specific refinement. So yes. So one is statistic, and your tool is thermodynamic, which is okay. Potential virtually untenable. Solomon's potential is virtually untenable. And but from a statistical model, one that doesn't exist in reality. Okay. That is a prior, achievable, and verifiable. Okay. Solomon can't say why the facility is where it is in terms of energy. Say what needs to be done to improve indicator and cannot. Yes, Solomon can offer a set of standard. The fourth point, I'm just trying to, shall I highlight here? Can you see the highlighted portion?
Yeah.
Or you want me to color this? Um, yeah, yeah. This.
Uh, yeah. Could you enable the editing and edit yourself, Gopal?
Editing. Yes.
Yeah. So if you could edit the text yourself, that would be easier.
No, no. So this is the. I don't know whether. Yes, I should be able to do that. So this is the area which I'm highlighting now. Solomon can offer a set of standard direction for improving energy efficiency, but this costs some money. The measures may be mutually exclusive and inapplicable to a specific referral. I don't understand because generally what they do is they give you status where you are in terms of that statistic or in terms of your present, I would say, status, whether you are in stage one, stage two, three, four, like. But here you are saying that they can also give you energy efficiency program. Does they do that regularly? You are aware of that, or you are assuming?
We know that they значит, у Гополя вопрос, соответственно, он спрашивает, что знаем ли мы о том, что Соломон также проводит оптимизацию энергоэффективности, или они только делают бенчмаркинг? То есть мы это знаем, исходя из того, что в Америке мне говорили. У них, Максим, они начали это делать, я так понимаю, оптимизацию они начали делать с 2020 года тоже энергоэффективности. Я так понимаю, основное отличие, да, отличие основное здесь в том, что, я так понимаю, именно применимость проектов, что у нас проекты все применимы именно в лимитах оборудования, в бюджетных рамках и так далее. У них, возможно, они неприменимы. Так сказать? А у нас входит все в пакет, да? Мне казалось просто, что у нас анализ вначале мы берем за анализ, а потом за проекты уже. Ну, то есть это у нас как бы как тоже, можно сказать, отдельный модуль, но дешевле стоит. Так получается? Okay, so here what we are saying is that Solomon specializes more on benchmarking, and then if we talk about energy efficiency, they usually have a very generic advice, generic solutions of how to improve it, but they are not tailored to the facility. Whereas Ansam has a specific module for developing projects to address the efficiency gaps.
Right, understood. So actually, then maybe Nikki, what I would suggest is this language will have to be changed, and we'll have to say that our competitors does provide the benchmarking services. Sometime
Okay.
on request they can take up this type of activity, but it is more generic and all those. I think that's the way you'll have to put up, so it will be appreciated, right?
Okay.
And,
Yeah, we'll think about how to reword
right,
it. Yes.
how to write that. So that is one. Other points I have seen, I think other points have come out nicely. The last point is very important, Nick, when we'll be presenting the privacy subject. Okay, the refineries do mind about secrecy of their data, confidentiality of their data. and which we provide, and Solomon doesn't. Okay, so that's a big comfort which Anselm can give these people. So it need to be highlighted
Yeah,
properly.
that's
And
that option would yeah, that's an option that, I mean, we typically also collect data, but this is an option that we can provide. It would probably have to cost a bit more because like we would have to set up a separate server for that, but if they need it, it's there, so it's more of an
yeah, so
option.
this
So
can
I
be presented that way. It can be presented that way. It cost extra, but we have that possibility of keeping your data at your place only. So
Okay.
uh, this can be highlighted in a particular way. So this is I think whatever points have been written have come out properly. I'm just thinking, is there anything anything more, or is there anything which is high impact area, whether that is left out?
Yeah,
So
I think what we'll do is we'll probably sort of go think through it again, maybe condense it a little bit, combining the two tables, maybe add some more points, because I don't remember if we had a slide with the
this
differentiating
one,
aspect of Anselm.
this one.
No, from our main presentation, if you remember, that we did
Yeah,
with
yeah, it is.
CPCL.
It is. Can you see the slide? I have.
Yeah.
It is this slide, right? So you can decide
Yeah.
how to.
Is this, and there is one more slide, Gopal, one more slide that we had in the main presentation
Okay.
that was that's not here, but it was there. I think yeah, it was definitely there where we talk about how Anselm was different from other consulting companies, where we say about the ease, the verifiability of projects, the completeness of analysis. We highlight those points, so that could tie in well with the comparison as well.
Yeah, no, what, yes, I think you can decide how to present or compare. Uh, uh, just a minute. Chaitanya, another call. You want OTP, right? I'll WhatsApp it. I'll
Dada?
WhatsApp it on the group. Yeah, yeah. So maybe you can keep in mind, Nikki,
Okay.
when you either you want to compress, or what you can do is you may run through this comparison slide little faster. But I think the new slide which is there on the screen is important to be focused. And I was just thinking, um, is there anything more? Or one is, of course, one is, you are one point which has to come out is your work is complementary to the Solomon work, or you also do what Solomon does and you do plus.
Well, we technically do it better. Like Maxim said, many of Solomon's projects, especially for optimization, are self-contradictory or not really implementable. Our projects will ensure high implementability and they are tailored to the facility. So in that case, we are technically better, but I will say that, that they don't have to. So we are not saying that they would have to stop working with Solomon. If they want, they can continue. I would just say that we can really complement what they find. Yeah.
No, my point is, if it is your refinery, Nikki, right? You are the owner of refinery. Would you engage Solomon as well as Enslam, or you will engage only Enslam?
I would say we can provide all the services that Solomon does. So, in terms of efficiency, I think they also look at some of the aspects that we don't, like personnel optimization and things like that. But in terms of energy efficiency, I would say if we come in and they see how we can deliver value, I think we can ultimately replace their service, because we do benchmarking too, you know.
Okay, so that was for my consumption, Nikki. But in this presentation, we will not attempt that. We would try to say that your work is complementary, okay, to what they
Okay.
do. But I would say, do you agree with that? Because we don't want to create a threat in the mind of people who are sympathizing with the Solomon, that Anselm, if they come, they will remove Solomon. So I'm saying that threat we should not give as of now.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Let me check with Максим. Максим, мы можем полностью предоставлять те же услуги, то есть наш сервис заменяет услуги Соломона, или какие-то из их услуг мы не можем предоставить? Бенчмаркинг мы можем делать, правильно? А мы на персонал, мы тоже смотрим на персонал? Я понял. Просто я думал, что мы с персоналом не работаем. Да?
Nikki,
Yes?
we may get disconnected in a minute, so we can again connect if you will want to continue. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, we were discussing that technically Solomon has more services than us, but again, here we are not trying to say that we will replace them, so that's fine.
Yeah. So we should be, keeping that in mind, that at this stage we are not creating that threat. And about Anselm, if we have to add anything in this slide, I'll give my thoughts. But one important thing which these people are expecting, let me tell you, which we will cover in the commercial discussion. But generally, I have told them that we also work on fixed fee plus performance-based fee, and that is what they want actually. So I said, at least initially when we are getting the job, we'll have to be reconciled that yes, we add value and then claim our fee. So that comfort, either we will help us. They may also try to raise, points just to, bring it in mind of other people or highlight those differentiations. So they may ask some questions which are obvious, but the purpose would be to highlight a better part of Anselm. So just keep that in mind. There will be people who may raise questions just for highlighting our point. So I'll try to give my thoughts on the questions, and even if any more point need to be added, so that can be done. But I think these are the slides which will find some way in the presentation sequencing. You can decide. Okay, and so this is one part. Now coming to the case, the one particular job which you have done to be explained in detail. Any question on that? Any discussion you want?
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
Максим, есть вопросы еще? Gopal, are you going to make changes to the slide yourself, or
Which slide?
the comparison?
If you want, I can. I can do that and send it to you, and you can insert that in the presentation. No problem. But if
Okay,
you have
yeah, if
any
you could
additional
send
point,
us,
yeah, I will.
yeah, thanks.
I will on this I will on this I will this slide I will give the
Okay,
changes. Yeah. Uh, uh,
да, что еще? Ну, это у нас обычно же не с такой скоростью происходит, правильно? То есть это как бы... Что еще раз? Окей, я понял. Не, я к тому, что просто у нас там есть слайд с имплементацией, там 4 года расписан процесс. Ну, я понял, я понял. Я к тому, что это не вступает в противоречие со слайдом, где у нас на 4 года расписано, правильно? Okay, я понял. Gopal, so the new case that we have, the recent one with the timeline, Maxim said that's really important because that shows we can also deliver essentially turnkey projects within 3 months. So that's very high speed, which might also differentiate us from the competitors who usually take longer.
yes. So this slide should be kept. I'm not saying this slide to be removed. What I'm saying is
Okay.
we need to have at least one or two more slides for that particular subject, which I said that one project which we have completed in all respect. The journey has to be shown, like what you have done here. This is say, one part of the project. Now the real job will start after 3rd of October, where you will get into the selection of project, procurement of material, implementation, achieving result. I think I'm saying the project which you have done in the past has to be, the complete journey or a life cycle has to be shown, which will, my objective there, Nick, is to uh, make them think fast forward how it will happen at their end also.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah, that's more of what we're showing on the last slide, I guess, with the one with implementation shows the full.
This one?
Yes.
You're saying this? No, actually, you're right. Actually, this is in a summary form. But what I wanted was little different. Maybe the same project you can tackle, but you say that okay, is there a scope of work here with the help of instance?
I mean, yeah, we are saying that we implemented.
What was the objective? I would say scope of work. What I'm saying is, there should be a scope from the agreement. From your agreement, the scope of work should be shown that when you undertook this study, this was the scope of work. So they should be able to relate that, yes, this is the work they have done and we also need this work to be done. Okay. Then the journey is you do your initial calculation or initial study based on the input data. And then, the report comes. So something to be said about that. Yes, after 3 months, we did prepare an initial report. Then we sat with those people, identify the project. Then we actually they started procuring material, and then the project was completed, and this that. So I'm saying, I don't know whether, only thing is they will be able to relate with the project more if we go little more in detail. End result is same. I think you have achieved the result, right? So end result is same. But it's like either telling somebody in a very brief, or telling somebody in little more detail, so they stay and it sink in their mind little
Okay.
more. Understood?
В общем, yes. Максим, в общем, опять же, надо расписать какой-то один проект или несколько в формате истории, то есть начиная со скопа, что им требовалось, в общем, как мы провели анализ, какие данные взяли, там, что конкретно было сделано. Вот в таком формате нам надо в идеале расписать хотя бы один или два кейса. Я думаю, что, может быть, из тех, которые у нас уже есть на слайдах, просто дополнить информацией и распределить их не на один слайд, а на несколько, да. Ну, здесь, я так понимаю, он просит именно, чтобы мы во время презентации это сделали. То есть надо это просто, наверное, из справки просто на слайд. Не, я имею в виду, что техническое задание надо просто написать, что они хотели. То есть если в техническом задании указано, там сколько, ну, что именно они хотели оптимизировать. А, да, а такое представительство, это имеется в виду что? Максим, у меня ты пропал секунд на 5, звук исчез. Еще раз, что это? Ну, то есть они нам могут поддержку какую оказать? Просто тем, что они напишут письмо, как бы рекомендацию? Я понял. Gopal,
Yeah.
Maxim met with the representative of the Ministry of Industry and Trades in Russia, and then they said that they will give us their full support in performing business through the trading agencies, including those in India. So what Maxim said is that you requested some letters of support and recommendations. So if you could send us a template or what exactly needs to be there, we can get it.
Yes. On that particularly, I think there's some disturbance. There's some disturbance.
Oh, you have some
Can someone be
voice
mute?
in the background. We cannot hear you.
Yes. Not from my end. People who are not speaking can go on mute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now it's muted. Could you say once again?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, as far as letter is concerned, in terms of recommendation or something, I thought let us keep it pending as of now. Okay, as we move along, we will decide at what stage what type of letter will be helpful. Okay, I tell you why I'm saying that, and I'm not against the letter. I may need it sometime, but today that is not the stage. Okay, the reason why I'm saying is in this government organization, they go by tender process, competitive bidding, and all. So, irrespective of anything, you need to prove yourself in the tender. Okay, they don't give any weightage to those later in the tender, right? So, as of now, I am keeping that as my, I would say, a weapon which is not to be shown today. We will use it at appropriate time. That is what I'm thinking, and we don't need as of now. The reason is these people are already engaged with us, and they believe us. What we are saying, they are believing. So I'm saying I'm not touching that as of now. Okay.
Okay. Значит, Гопаль говорит, что, по идее, он хочет письма пока попридержать, то есть они сейчас не нужны по двум причинам. Во-первых, нам все равно придется проходить через тендер, в тендере письма, рекомендации особой роли, как вы, видимо, не играют, и играет то, насколько мы себя можем показать. А во-вторых, он сказал, что это, поскольку здесь с нами уже разговаривают, он хочет это использовать как бы для случаев, когда нам потребуется дополнительная поддержка. Я так понимаю, он просто не знает, в каком формате это письмо должно быть. Вот. Okay. То есть мы можем, если у нас есть возможности подписать, то есть это хорошо, то есть если это потребуется, я так понимаю, он сказал, что это на более позднем этапе, возможно, потребуется. Okay. Gopal, so these letters may take it takes time to get, so it might take a few months. So that's why Maxim is saying if we could draft some templates of general support at least, then we can start the process of getting them signed. Yeah.
Okay, so what can we expect from them in the letter? Will they write, what type of work you people are doing, or will they just give simply that this is the company which is working in Russia for some time and they have done good job, and we recommend them for contributing in Indian petroleum refinery. What's the tone of the letter which we can expect?
Максим, что должно быть в письме? То есть они должны написать, что мы делаем конкретно в России и рекомендуют нас для работы в Индии, или в каком тоне должно быть написано это все? Ну да, я думаю, может быть, если мы ему что-то пришлем, он может дополнить там. Okay, we'll create we'll think about a draft, I guess, and then
Yeah,
maybe we can get.
yes,
If you
yes,
also get,
yes,
if you
yes.
if you have some ideas, please let us know as well. What would be
Yeah,
helpful
so
from your end?
yes, yes. I'll also debate with my colleagues. But what you are saying is your Ministry of Technology there can give some recommendation. I think that's the crux of
Ministry
the
of
subject.
Industrial Trade. Yes.
Yeah, industrial and trade. So this is okay. Now coming back to the case, which I think we are on the same page, right? You will detail out one case in more depth. So that is the point which I wanted to request. And second is Nick, regarding sequencing of this slide. Maybe the detailed case can come first in that four cases type of a slides. We are explaining four cases, right, in one slide each. So it can come before that, and thereafter the three cases which you will explain, you can be quick in running through, so you don't take more time, but at least you have given them a good understanding what you all do. But in other subsequent three cases, you are just giving them the result or something like that. Okay, so this is one, and then the new slide which you have made about the job which is done in 3 months' time. I think that can also come after these cases are explained that recently you have undertaken a new job and you have done a work in 3 months like this. So this could be the sequencing. That is my thought. You can decide. And now, based on this discussion, maybe if you can finalize the presentation and if you can send it to me tomorrow, not many changes are there. I'll give this slide. If there are changes from my side, I'll give that. But do send
Yeah.
us by tomorrow.
So tomorrow, yeah, I'm quite busy tomorrow, but I'll try to get it
Sunday.
done.
Sunday is also okay. Yeah,
Weekend.
Sunday is
Yeah.
okay. Because Monday we may have a presentation, so I'm just trying to rush in case you can do it. So I think otherwise we are prepared, and all other slides. Last time, Nikki, you had done a good presentation. So I'll connect with you. You give me your preferred time today or on Sunday, so we can decide the sequencing and which slide will be presented by you, which slide by me. We can decide and discuss that. Okay. Now, the last thing is, of course, I don't think we are going to discuss the commercials, but what is playing in my mind, I had shared with you earlier that it will be our entry strategy. Whatever work we'll be doing initially, we will try to be competitive. We will charge, I would say, reasonable fixed fee and more on the performance. So I think that's the strategy in my mind. If Maxim has any different thought, check with him, because that is the way I am going to explain if we are all are on the same page.
The structure.
Yeah. We are not talking ourselves, but if they ask, this is where my mind is. So you just reconfirm that with
Максим, Максим, если они спросят, соответственно, сколько там у нас услуги стоят, как мы выставляем счет и так далее, Гопаль спрашивает по структуре. Ну, то есть они, если спросят, как мы, соответственно, как оплачиваются у нас услуги.
Имеется в виду аванс, не аванс, там, какая-то технология, как это происходит?
То есть у нас, условно говоря, я так понимаю, у нас есть фи за юнит, у нас фиксированный, правильно? А дальше там по сбережениям, сколько мы покажем, там процент. Это так или как? Дело в том, что
нам
у них такой вопрос
Максим,
может
подожди, Максим, как это я не могу сказать? Ты продаешь услуги и не можешь сказать. Скажи, ты не говори точно цифры, например. Ты можешь сказать, обычно мы берем, вот Гопалю, Никита, переведи Гопалю, обычно мы берем аванс в размере каком? В размере сколько процентов? Сколько? 50, 30 процентов. Идет down payment 30%. Дальше мы расписываем график платежей, исходя по достижениям результатов. У нас будет расписана карта дорожная по имплементации проекта, по сканированию имплементации. Вот мы идем по ней. И спроси, Никита, спроси у Гополя, у них так принято или у них какая-то другая система?
Гопаль сказал, что у него, он так понимает, у нас структура, что мы берем какой-то платеж в начале, что называется, фиксированный, не фиксированный, то есть не очень большой, а дальше идет, исходя из результата оплата. То есть у него такое представление сейчас, он спросил, это так или нет? Что еще раз?
Are we on the same page, Nick?
Но у нас анализ мы отдельно берем или мероприятие входит? Ну да. Я понял. То есть без посещения мы не можем никак, да, сделать?
We don't need to decide right now if there is a difference of opinion, but I think that's the approach which I thought we will take so that we get entry. I think getting entry and having a start is important.
Just a second, Gopal, just a second, Nikita, just a second. Отправилось какой-то down payment. Дальше мы расписываем график платежей, исходя из того, что было комфортно и нам, и добьем и
Have a brief discussion about sequencing, okay? And I'll confirm the timing of the call after getting confirmation from CPCL this evening or tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Максим, соответственно, нам надо будет, как Гопаль сказал, скомпоновать все-таки на слайдах более детальную информацию, поэтому пришлите, пожалуйста, там таблицу, ты говорила, и что-то, что есть по скопу, чтобы мы, соответственно, это добавили и Гопалю отправить, чтобы на выходных. Окей.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a nice day. Thank
Bye,
you so
Gopal.
much.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day, yes.
Bye. Bye. You want to continue? Shall I disconnect?